margin.
The Williams team suffered fuel gauge problems at the European Grand Prix, which led to a change to the race strategy. Hill had to be called in 5 laps sooner than planned, and this may have contributed to his slower pace after his first stop. Mercedes end months of speculation by announcing its deal with McLaren for 1995. Eddie Jordan immediately picks up the Peugeot Works engine deal for his team next season. JJ Lehto will partner Frentzen at Suzuka as De Cesaris seems certain to retire from Formula One. Mika Salo joins Lotus alongside Zanardi for the Japanese Grand Prix. Frenchman Frank Lagos will partner Olivier Panis at Ligier for the last 2 races of the year. Johnny Herbert is drafted in at Benetton alongside Schumacher to help strengthen their Manufacturers' Championship title aspirations. Can do with the win at Suzuka if he harbours serious hopes for the championship. He's second quickest in Friday qualifying, just under half a second shy of Schumacher's provisional pole time of 1 minute 37.209. Heinz-Harald Frentzen is third fastest, less than a tenth behind Hill. Mansell is fourth on 1 minute 37.768. Saturday is wet and the grid will be decided on Friday's times. With a 60% chance of rain for the race, Schumacher's thoughts on how grippy or not the track may be give some indication of what we can expect.
Of course, there are certain areas where it keeps the water and the water doesn't go away, but it is quite grippy, I would say, and it's alright. But if it is heavy rain, then it's going to be very difficult.
Damon Hill is happy, wet or dry.
It would be a mistake to be overconfident. I think that things are getting better for us over the weekend. I'm on the front row and that's very important. And if I can make it to the first corner first, then I think that I'm in very good shape.
Schumacher makes a lunge to head off Hill as the field squirms off the line. For anyone other than Schumacher with a clear road ahead, all they will see is a white wall of water in front of their eyes. Damon Hill slots into second place behind Schumacher, just far enough away to catch glimpses of the track ahead. Lap 3 with Lehto and Noda already out before completing a single lap. As well as rapidly deteriorating weather, Katayama slams his Tyrrell into the pit wall on the start-finish straight. Herbert's Benetton is in the wall on the other side of the track. And Taki Inui just manages to avoid Katayama's car as he performs a similar pirouette. It's enough to warrant the safety car and give the marshals an opportunity to clear the wreckage. The remainder of the field holds formation for 7 laps behind the safety car. end of lap 9, the safety car pulls into the pit lane and the battle is resumed. Lap 10, Lagorce's race ends in an accident at the first corner with Martini, and Alboreto spins off in sympathy moments later. Lap 13, Morbidelli has a big accident at the Denia curve. Lap 14, Brundle goes off at the same corner, colliding with one of the marshals, who fortunately suffers no more than a broken leg, but it's enough to bring out the red flag. Some of the drivers are in favour of abandoning the race, others want to continue, views are mixed. Hill throughout sits in his car, helmet on, concentration unbroken and ready to continue.
So the race will not start? They wouldn't listen to me at the beginning. I went to roll at the beginning.
The stewards declare that the race will be restarted and run over 37 laps, with the result being the aggregate of the two parts. In addition, for reasons of safety, the restart will be a rolling one behind the safety car.
Rolling start. That way it's the safest way.
Schumacher is ready when the safety car pulls off and leaves Hill a bit further behind than he might wish. In third and fourth are Alesi and Mansell, the latter being held up, but he's unable to outdrag the more powerful Ferrari where it matters. Five laps into the restart, Schumacher is in for fuel and tyres, his team having decided on a two-stop strategy. Schumacher's stop gives Hill the lead and a cushion of 17 seconds. Schumacher appears to be stuck behind Häkkänen's McLaren at this stage. With Häkkinen running fifth, one would expect the Benetton to pass easily. Lap 25, Hill makes his one and only scheduled stop, but only 3 tyres are changed as the right rear wheel refuses to come off. Rejoins behind the Alesi-Mansell third-fourth place battle, which shows no sign of abating. Lap 36, and although Schumacher's Benetton is behind Hill, Schumacher is in fact leading the race on aggregate timing. Lap 40, Hill is back in front as Schumacher dives for the pits to make the second of his scheduled stops. It's a quick stop, 7 seconds, but by the time he rejoins, he is 15 seconds behind Hill with 9 laps left to the finish. 7 laps to go. Hill leads Schumacher by 12 seconds. 6 laps to go. The gap is now 10.1. 5 laps to go. It's down to 8.3 seconds. 4 laps, 7 seconds. 3 laps, 5.2 seconds. 2 laps, 4.2. 1 lap, 2.4. It all comes down to the last lap, Hill or Schumacher. Hill Vettel takes the checkered flag, but still we must wait for the gap to Schumacher. As the German crosses the line, it's Hill who wins. Still enjoying their duel for third, Mansell manages to squeeze past Alesi at the chicane on the last lap. He takes third on the road, but on aggregate, Alesi is the final man on the podium. Schumacher is the first to extend his hand to Hill after the race. While Mansell and Alesi have genuinely enjoyed a classic clean tussle, it's an extremely satisfying moment for Damon.
It was flat out all the way. It was. I knew that I couldn't take any. I couldn't be cautious. I knew that I really just could not drive with any amount of conservatism. So I was really sort of throwing caution to the wind and in an effort to stay ahead of Michael. And that's so satisfying to race like that. But it really does mean a lot to end up in first position at the end of the race.
For Australia, Jean-Denis Delatraz joins Hideki Noda at La Rousse. Peter Sauber confirms a one-year exclusive deal for the new Ford Zetec R engine in 1995.